Welcome to Virginia Tech, and you said your prayers, little one, because it's time for Enter Sandman. ACC play gets started here as both of these teams start what they hope will be a chase for a conference championship. It's the Pittsburgh Panthers and the Virginia Tech Hokies. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
It's the best entrance in college football, particularly at night. Virginia Tech, Sandman, here we go. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. He'll return it. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Gonna run it. It's Overton. They come out strong, stop him for no gain on the opening play. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny. You spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right in the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league, so a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
Third down, and they'll need 2 on this initial drive of the game. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good third down situations, execute on third down.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. The Hokies are moving quickly down the field. Might be changing the route. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
Now they're going to throw it. Here comes the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Dropping back, it's Reynolds. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. Ninth play of the drive coming up, but they'll have to convert 3rd and long to keep it going. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
Well, on a lot of 3rd downs, tight ends can be a quarterback's best friend, but especially this guy. I mean, he's got a unique skill set catching the football. He could be the primary target, not just on this offense, but on offenses all around the country as well. And on that 3rd down, really nice route, gets the separation, able to make the catch. They pick up the first, and they keep this drive alive.
They believe they can run right here. Got enough space. And he finds his way out of bounds real close to the goal line there, knocking on the door. He wants to change this route. They'll go to the air. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Hokies. First score of the game goes up.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the entire field and you put 6 up on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. On the ground, it's Martin. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Looking for room at the 40. Still on his feet at the 45. He's loose down the middle. Running free, going to the end zone, but way back behind him, there's a flag on the field. The penalty wipes out the big play and the touchdown. It is just a punch in the gut for any offense. The run inside. It's Turner. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Throws to the wideout. Connection to the right. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Well, it's the first 3rd down of the game. You can't execute it any better than that. Really nice job in protection. Good job by the QB finding the open man. Nice route. And it's an explosive play early for this offense.
On the draw, it's Martin. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Clock stops as Virginia Tech calls its first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They give it to him again. There's some room. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look for this offense to be aggressive.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves and think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Jones wants to throw it. Here's a heat. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
You have got to have pass rushing lane integrity when you face this quarterback. On 3rd down, someone gets out of his gap right up the middle. It's easy for the quarterback to see. He just tucks it and takes off and picks up the 1st down.
Running inside, it's Turner. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. That's it for this period, and it's Virginia Tech on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Takes the handoff. It's Martin. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Shoots it to the left. It's caught downfield. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a 1st down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. To the air, it's Reynolds. The short hands, it's Overton. Runs through, man, he might have space. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
And to say he has trust in his running back catching the football is an understatement. I mean, there was 2 guys on him. Like, he was absolutely covered, but he still makes the play. And he does that a lot, man. He's a game breaker. He's a guy that can make big plays for this offense. If I'm the QB, though, I might be a little bit careful. If they got that many guys on him, I got to be safe with the football.
Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
To the air on second down. Fires to the big fella. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look...
Maybe some room here. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wide receiver comes in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal. And the Hokies want to pick up the tempo. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Making side adjustments here. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And they did tack on the extra point. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Moving out to the right. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap. Try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
Gave up the sack on first down. Now it's second and 11. Jones to throw. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. Just thrown an incompletion. So third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
These fans touching the figurative Hokie stone, doing their part to help out on third down. Pressure coming. On the run, fires downfield. Another incompletion on third down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Overton. Picks up the first down. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Hokie, high, tech, VPI got it rolling on the ground.
And
And Virginia Tech fans love that chant, and they love the physical ground game and the ability to run the football. That's kind of who they are. That's how they're built. Just a tough group of individuals.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short drive. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Looking for room. It's Overton. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Hokies come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to adjust the pattern. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. That's reeled in. It's Overton. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy. First on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball out of the backfield.
Looking to throw, it's Reynolds. Finds his big tight end. Runs through a man. He might have some space. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Hokies go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking left. Pulls it in. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
How big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. The run inside. It's Martin. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Virginia Tech wants to take a moment. They call their second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll ride the hot hand. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Do you see how fast he got to the ball carrier to get that tackle for loss? Wow.
Now, the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Jones wants to throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got it in the middle, it's Turner. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking downfield very late in the half. Caught in the backfield, it's Martin. Pitt calls it 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
Listen, if I'm a QB, 2nd down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable third down, but when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Bringing the heat. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Third and Africa is extremely difficult. When I know it's a passing situation, I get to rush the passer and pin my ears back. I get to put more DBs on the field to drop back and really play pass coverage. You can tell the offense was trying to force it, trying to get that first down, makes the big mistake.
Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. And that's the final timeout for Pitt. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. Kick is short, and he's going to try to make something happen. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. The first game we'll take a look at will be Duke, taking on the number 10 team, the Florida State Seminoles. And it's the Blue Devils, able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll.
And it brings them to a sparkling 4-0 on the year. Let's check in now on some of the other action today, as the landscape in this sport truly is ever-changing.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Jones to throw. Escapes the pressure going right. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, he thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
That's a bit of a gut punch for the offense, because you went in at halftime, you made your adjustments, you're feeling good about your game plan coming here in the second half, and right away you throw an interception to the defense.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Rides to the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. shotgun snap on third down. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
The Hokies looking to convert on fourth down. Quarterback making adjustments. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Under fire. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Jones wants to throw it. Going to try to pop one on the screen.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Running inside. It's Martin. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Sandman entered earlier, and now they're trying to make it go night-night on this third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. There he goes. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good third down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover. Good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, the QB knew coming into this one it was going to be tough. They have a lot of athletes on the back end, but today, guys just not able to separate. Accuracy hasn't always been perfect, and as a result, they've got another ball getting knocked away for an incompletion.
Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration so my running back can fall forward just like that and get the first down.
He'll throw it. That's caught. It's Hicks. Got the first down with the throw, and he'll get more after taking that shot. It'll be a roughing penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Turner. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll move the wide receiver. The pop pass gets popped behind the line for a loss.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that and start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Jones to throw. Hauls it in. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on fourth down. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. They'll run for it. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
That's a risky play call there, 4th and a couple of yards, and you turn around, you hand it to your running back, you say, my guy's a better athlete than any of yours on defense, and he's going to find a way to keep this drive going.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical. And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Moves away as he feels pressure. He's got his man. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The give to the back. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Still 3rd down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Jones wants to throw it. Nice move there. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? And having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. And he did not make it. The defense standing tall against the run.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Virginia Tech opens this drive as the offense looks ready to go. Looking for space. It's Overton. Got enough for the 1st. There's a crease. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground. And the Hokies heading quickly to the line.
That is exactly what you want from your offense. Create some space, get out of the shadow of your own end zone, Palmer, and make it easier on this offense.
Yeah, it's nice when you have a running back like that, too, that can create that space for you. Now, if you're the play caller, your entire playbook is wide open.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
The offense changing the play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. The sure hands, it's Overton. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways.
Caught, and he's got room. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
The Hokies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The handoff, keep working on that clock. And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Returns it down to the 35-yard line as they cash in on the opportunity to force a turnover. The Pitt Panthers offense out there to go on the attack. So getting the ball back on that interception at least gives us a chance to have a finish in this one. Throws it deep. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Looking to throw, it's Reynolds. Catch in the middle, it's Overton. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the fourth quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
Might be calling a hot route. On the ground. Oh, the ball's on the ground. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going. He is in. Takes the fumble to the house. Touchdown, Hokies. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and go. One.
You got to be Johnny on the spot sometime. How about that? The guy fumbles the ball, but his teammate was very aware. He was able to scoop it up himself, take it in for a touchdown. Guys, they may want to put that play in their game plan next week.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. The run inside. It's Overton. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Little over anxious out of the stance early, and it's a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes a grab past the marker. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. A 1st down run on the doorstep. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Excellent pass by the back on the option. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get... It's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. This drive will open from the 15. Jones to throw. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. No other words. That was just a terrible throw.
But talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations.
And, guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He's taking a deep shot. Downfield, and